Getting dirty makes me smile.
Nasty. Welcome, everybody, to the Bob and Katie Show.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Bob. How are you doing?
It's been a long behind week.
Yeah, it has been a long week.
Like, it's one of those weeks where it's like nothing like crazy happened. We're still here. We're alive and breathing.
I mean, like, I don't think it was that way for me. You might not have had that crazy week like normal. You can take those headphones off for now if you want. You don't need them right a second. If you want to, you can keep them. But for me, it's been crazy eventful and somewhat cathartic. Is that the right word?
I don't know, because I
don't really know what that word means, but I feel like
you're going with this, so I can't really say.
I don't know what that word means, but I feel like I've heard it before in the instance that what's cathartic mean? Tell me what cathartic means.
It would probably be easier if I just like look up the definition.
Google, save us, Google. We're all looking.
I do know what
here.
it means.
What does it mean?
Cathartic, providing psychological relief through the open expression of strong emotions.
I used that word wrong. It ain't relief. It's like the opposite of relief. But it's definitely emotion. So probably less cathartic and more, I don't know, heavy, man. Like from Back to the Future, you say heavy all the time. Mm-hmm. It's been a heavy week. A heavy week. So I got to start out with something weird. Not too long ago, a couple days ago, I called you at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Do you remember this? You remember this. Stop playing around. You're not a morning person. So I was devastated that I had to call you.
Oh, yeah. I remember
there
now.
We go. Welcome to the club. All right. So I'm on my way home one night and the gas light comes on and I'm getting close to the house and it says, the truck tells us how far we can drive, which you can't ever depend on it completely. But it's a rough estimate. And it's like you have 33 miles until E. Now, in my mind, I was like, well, I'm almost home. I'm just going to go home and I'm going to stop, get gas in the morning.
See, I hate that. I hate that you bring the truck home on E because I'm always like, well, what if there's an emergency in the middle of the night and we need to leave and you don't want to have to worry about stopping to get gas?
Well, let me tell you what. I think I've learned my lesson. Okay. I think I've learned my lesson. So I get up the next morning and I have this routine, right? Where I get up for work and I grab my clothes, I take a shower, I put my pants on, but then I have to grab the pants I wore the day before, get my belt out of it, and get my wallet out of it.
You don't empty your pockets.
Right. Well, we have been paying for Amazon Prime for what? Almost a year, right?
You just switched gears really fast.
No, I didn't. It's all together. Trust me. It's all together. So we've been paying for Amazon Prime for a while. And both you and I sat down and was like, you know what we're going to do? Let's pay for it for a year because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
So I took my wallet out of my pants the night before, to get my credit card out, and I paid for Amazon, and then I laid my wallet on the counter, not in my pants pocket where it normally is when I get up at 3:30 in the morning. So I got up, took a shower, changed my pants, got my belt out of my old pants, but my wallet was in there, and I was like, oh, I got to grab it from downstairs, and I didn't grab it, and I left. So I get to the gas station, and I pull up to the pump, I get out, and I touch, my butt cheek, where that wallet's supposed to be, and there's nothing. And I was like, oh no. I get back in the truck and I turn the key on and it says 9.3 miles to E.
Oh no.
Now here's the problem. Our house, because I Googled it right at that moment, was 6.2 miles away, which if you do the math is 12.4 miles, which means I was about 3 miles too short of being able to make it home, get my wallet, and get back to the gas station. So I go inside and I talk to the lady and I was like, hey, look, I left my wallet at home. I don't have enough gas to get back and get it. I was like, can I just get some gas and I'll come back and pay for it? And she goes, no, we don't do that. And I go, I get it. I understand that you wouldn't just give out money willy-nilly. I said, look, I have an $800 phone. I have an iPhone 7. I have an $800 phone. I said, I'll leave it with you. I said, I will leave it here with you. Just give me $5 in gas. I will go home, get my wallet, come back. And she was adamant. She was like, it's against policy. We can't do it. Huh. And now the problem is it's a very important week for me at work. 1 week a year, I go through inventory and I'm one of the main people, and we have to be at work at 5:45 and it's like 5:10 right now. And we live a long way from work. So I'm like, I'm panicking. You know what I mean? It's like, I've got to be there. So then I asked her, I was like, can you take a card over the phone? And she goes, yeah. So then that's when I called you and had you search for my wallet. And it ended up being where? On my nightstand?
Yeah, you called and you woke me up and you told me, you need your card. You need me to get up and go get it. And I was like, okay, well, where's your wallet? You said, I think it's on the counter. So
Right.
I climb out of bed. I had only been asleep for like 3 hours. Mm-hmm. So I'm completely out of it. And I make my way down the stairs.
Fumbling and bumbling through the dark.
I know, I'm like half asleep. And I'm looking around and I'm like, I don't see it. And you're like, well, go look on the bathroom counter. So I go back up the stairs to our room, look in the bathroom. I can't find it. It ends up being on your nightstand right beside the bed that I had just gotten out of. And I was like, oh my God.
So you call me and the debit card doesn't work because apparently there's something weird about trying to use the debit card at the gas station. You gave me the number and I hung up and I was like, okay. And we typed it in. I wrote the number down. It didn't work. Something about the debit card wouldn't work over the phone. So then I called you back and I was like, just grab any other card in my wallet. All of them have available credit. Just grab any card. I got to get some gas. And you gave me the number. And it worked, and I got $20 in gas, and I was on my way. Now, the next part of the story, you don't know. Well, I'm panicked at this point, right? I get the gas, and I take off towards Myrtle Beach. And I may have been driving a little over the speed limit.
You didn't get a ticket, did you?
Are you going to let me tell this story or not?
Oh, my God. Did you get a ticket?
So the speed limit is 60 miles an hour, I think. And I was going about 79, 80, somewhere in that range, which isn't, it's against the law for sure. Breaking the law 100%, but it isn't out of control. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of places where you drive 80 miles an hour. So it's not like I was being like, Jeff Gordon or something like that. I was just driving fast. I get past the second slowed exit and sure enough, boop, boop, lights come on and I got pulled over with no wallet because I never went back to the house to get the wallet.
Yeah.
I just got the number, got the gas, and I was on my way. So the cop comes up and he's like, do you have any idea why I pulled you over? And I was like, I'm assuming it's because I was speeding. And he goes, yes, sir. Where are you headed? And I said, man, I'm headed to work. I said, I left the house this morning. And I was like, I work at this place. It's a very important week. I forgot my wallet. I had to call my wife to pay for the gas over the phone. And I was just trying to get there because, I mean, I told him, I was like, I don't think I'm going to get fired, but it's not good. Like, I gotta be on time. I was like, that's why I was speeding. And he said, well, you really can't put other people's lives in danger just because you made a mistake. And I go, you're right. And then he said, well, can I see your license and registration? And I said, no, sir.
No.
I said, you can see my registration, but you cannot see my license. And he goes, well, why not? And I said, once again, I forgot my wallet and that's where my license was. And he said, well, how are you supposed to prove to me who you are? And I said, well, I'm a famous podcaster.
No, you did
Yes, I did
not.
And he goes, what do you mean famous? And I said, well, famous is a loose word. I'm not really famous. I said, I know some people know me. And I was like,
oh my God.
I said, I can show you pictures of me on the internet. I said, you can hear my voice on your phone right now. And then he goes, what's a podcast? And I go, it's like a talk show. I was like, it's a talk radio show, but you can listen to it anywhere you go. I said, like if you're parked on the side of the road waiting for speeders to come by and you get bored, you can listen to it. And I pulled open my phone. I showed him our Facebook page and the podcast app and everything. And, all I can say is that he was kind enough to let me go with a warning.
That is magical how you bullcrapped your way out of that ticket.
Now, on a completely different note, Officer JB, because I don't want to use his real name, is an amazing, handsome man. And he wants to wish his wife, Jessica, of 11 years, a happy anniversary.
Oh.
Their anniversary is on the 28th, which is like the last day of the month, I think, right?
Yeah.
So, Jessica, you have an extremely wonderful husband with a big heart.
They got married the same year that we did.
So,
because our 11-year anniversary is coming up.
You're right.
Yep.
So, Officer JB, I appreciate everything. You're the man. Thanks for having a heart, and I owe this one to you for sure.
Yeah, you do.
So, Officer JB is Bob and Katie Show approved. Jessica, you need to give him some loving. That's all I can say. Give him some big loving. 11 years. That's a long time. That's strong. That's strong. 11 years. So there you go.
Yeah, because that's how long we'll be married this year. It's a long time.
It's freaking long, JB. Get out now.
What? Shut.
So that was, you said non-eventful week. I was pretty damn eventful for me.
No, I didn't say non-eventful.
What did you say?
No, I said it had been a long week. I said not like somebody died. It was just long. I said we were all still here, alive and kicking. I didn't say it wasn't eventful. Because like the day before that happened and you left your wallet and everything, I'm pretty sure it was the day before. The weather had been really nice all week. And all week, every day for lunch, I took Reagan and Riley outside for a picnic right in the front yard. And they loved it. I put Reese down for a nap.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, this day I didn't.
This was the day before I got pulled.
Yeah, day before. So I took all the kids outside. Luckily, Reese was with me. So the kids and we sat on a blanket. They ate their lunch. I played with the baby. I had a cup of coffee. And I want to say, I think I had my Kindle out there and was reading my book. Mm-hmm. It was lovely. Weather was beautiful.
A whole new world.
And I'm sitting on the blanket in the front yard and I turn around and I see Riley and he's got the front door open. Mm-hmm. And I see him reach his arm in. And I said, don't you lock that door. Well, what do you think he did? He locked the door.
He locked the hell out of that door. And then he pulled it shut, right?
And closed it.
And where were your keys?
Well, my keys were inside the house.
On the hook, right?
Yep. Right where they're supposed to be. And every other door, window, access point imaginable to our house was also locked. And I it's like time froze for a moment. And all I was, oh no, he didn't.
Thank God you had your phone.
Right? Could you imagine that? Like, come on, children, let's go to the neighbor's house and be like, excuse me, can I borrow your phone? I'm locked out. So I call you. You are having a very important week at work. And I'm like, I can't make you leave work and drive almost an hour back home just to unlock our door. So I'm irritated. I mean, like, beyond irritated. The kids are out in their front yard fighting, being crazy. I'm locked out of the house. I'm like, Lord forbid, let somebody have to pee. We're going to be peeing up in our little bitty bushes. So then I call my mom. And I was like, Mom, because luckily several people have keys to our house. Whenever we moved in, and they gave us all the keys, we spread them out. Like, our parents have keys and stuff. So I called my mom and I'm like, oh my God, Mom, please tell me that you're off work. I need you to drive 45 minutes out of your way to come to my house and let me in. And thank God she was off work, but she was in Wilmington. So I had to wait for her to drive all the way out here. So me and the kids, we're sitting in the yard, and by then I'm not having a good time anymore.
I'm worried about you because you sent me a message. I'm at work trying to conduct inventory and you sent me a message and all right, let me explain to you what I saw. Okay. You send me a picture of Reese and it just said first time playing in grass. I was like, oh. Then you sent me a picture of Reagan and it
was
said,
a video. She was being a butterfly.
Yeah, she's being a butterfly. And then you sent me one of Riley and it just said, he's being an airplane. And then it was like one message, like 5 minutes later, and it just said, Riley locked us out of the house. And I was like, oh my God.
We were having a lovely time. And then boom, it was done. And then right about the time he locked us out of the house and I'm waiting for Mom to come, they decided they're just going to fight and be crazy. And, Dawn. I saw Dawn. Dawn is a friend of ours who's also a listener. And he works for FedEx and he delivers in our neighborhood.
Right.
I see him pretty much every day. It seems like I always glance out the window right in time to see Dawn drive by or deliver into one of the neighbors. So I'm sitting outside on the porch. I'm on the phone with you. I'm so freaking irritated. The kids are fighting. Oh, Reese was fussy and I had to nurse him out on the front porch. Thank God I had a blanket.
That's
because
awesome.
I'm not trying to pull my boobs out in front of the neighbors and there's like construction workers like 2 houses down.
It's like, oh my God, we live here now. We bought a house. We're not renting. We can't just break the lease and move because you pulled your titties out in front of everybody.
Oh my gosh. So I'm like, it's like a fleece blanket. So it's hot. I'm covered up. I'm nursing a child on the phone with you. I'm irritated. And I see Don pull up at the neighbor's house and I wave to him and I'm trying to not let it appear that I'm as
help me
furious as I really
help
am.
me.
And, I'm like trying to keep it together here. I was like embarrassed. And then one of the neighbors got home and the kids decided they needed to talk to her. Cause Riley especially, but both the kids, but Riley especially, anybody who comes by our house, if you walk your dog or running, jogging, drive by the mail lady, FedEx, whoever, if you come by our house, he's got to say hey. And he wants to make sure you hear him. He's like, hey, 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 hey. So the neighbor lady across the street gets home and parks her car and she's getting out and he's doing that. He's like, hey, hey, hey. And he like runs over there. He's standing right across the street from her yelling, hey. So she comes up and she's talking to him and we haven't met them before. And she's asking them their names and how old they are. And our son,
this is the best part.
He's like talking to this lady and he's like, my muscles are getting big. I was like,
how does he even know that? Like, where did he get that from? Is that from you?
No idea. I have no idea. I was like, is he trying to flirt? It's like, hey, neighbor lady, my muscles are getting big. What are you doing right now?
Hang on.
Anyway, I'll keep talking.
No, don't keep talking. We're getting ready to prove a point. Hang on.
Oh. Who are you calling? Who are you calling? Who are you calling? Why won't you tell me?
He's not going to answer now. I know he's on his phone. So, our friend Morgan, we're on this chat between me, him, and this other guy, Rich. And they are just going off on this chat. And I'm trying to focus on what you're saying, but my phone's just going bzz, 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 bzz,
Well, turn your
bzz,
phone
bzz.
off.
Well, I got to have my phone. I'm using it.
Oh, yeah, I don't have my phone. I can't
So,
live without it. I'm in love with my
stop.
phone. I would marry my phone.
So-
I love my phone more than I love you.
I sent a message and I was like, oh, I'm podcasting right now. And they're just they're going off. So I was going to call him and be like, hey, man, chill out. But he didn't
Leave
answer.
him alone. He can message people if he wants to. If you
Yeah,
don't
he
like it, you
can.
need to turn the phone off.
He can message people. Okay, so go ahead. Was that it? Was that the whole story?
I think so. Well, also this week, and another thing I've dealt with, which, like I said, it's a minor thing, just an annoyance more than anything else, is Riley is really finally catching on how to pee standing up.
Catching on's that's a strong phrase. Because, he peed on the baseboards, didn't he?
I'm telling you, I have cleaned up pee out of that downstairs bathroom.
Bless his heart, he's trying.
He is. And so, I try not to get mad at him, but I know that he knows how to point the winky in the potty. But I think the problem is he starts peeing while he's still, trying to get situated, and he stands on a step stool so he can reach the potty. And I went in there the other day because I've been trying to go in there and, supervise so he doesn't just pee everywhere. And it's like a freaking fire hose, man. I look down, the next thing I know, it's shooting everywhere. And it gets on the wall on the left side of the toilet, and then on the right side, and behind the toilet, and in front of it, and on the seat. And it was on every surface of the bathroom. And I was like, oh my, I cannot.
Did any go in the toilet?
It's a little bit, not much. But I'm like, I cannot do this continuously every time this child has to pee. Having to clean up pee from every surface of the bathroom. And it is driving me crazy. I'm like, dude, you gotta tame the fire hose. It's wild. I'm in there cleaning up pee off of the floor, and it's on the baseboards. Puddled on top of the baseboards.
He doesn't get it yet. I would imagine what he's doing is he gets up there and he's like, okay, I'm going to start peeing, but he doesn't really know which way it's going to go.
Yeah.
And he just starts peeing, and then he tries to adjust. But at that point,
All
it's
I
on the
know
walls,
is
the back of the toilet.
have cleaned up.
Bless his heart, he's trying.
And then there's been the times where I've gone in there to pee and not realized there's like pee puddled up in front of the toilet, and I pull my pants down and my pants get wet and you don't know it. So I go to pull my pants up and my pants are wet and I'm like, oh, that's disgusting. I feel like I have spent half my lifetime potty training and I'm not done.
No.
I'm not done. Like, Reagan and Riley are pretty well potty trained in the daytime. Nighttime's a whole different story. They wear diapers to bed. So I'm still not done potty training him. And I feel like by the time I get them good to go, it's going to be time to potty train Reese. And I'm just like, I'm over it. I am so over it.
You know, I got not yelled at. I got yelled at once.
By me?
No.
Oh.
Twice this week, I had somebody almost yell at me.
Okay.
And sorry, it just kind of reminded me of that.
Was it the same person?
No, it's two different people. So, I mean.
Two different people almost yelled at you. Okay. Yeah.
So, the first
Color me intrigued.
The first thing was, I went out to lunch with some people, right? And one of the guys we were with, he brings up that he doesn't drink out of straws.
What?
Like plastic straws.
Why?
Because, in my opinion, it's because of his girlfriend. I think she's like super environmental, that sort of stuff. And it's just, it's.
Oh, like, because it's like plastic?
Right. Yeah. So then he brings up that they make stainless steel straws.
Yes.
And you can just like take it with you and like use it at different places. And I was like, oh, that's weird. He didn't have it with him, but he just, we were at the restaurant. He just drank out of the cup with no straw. And he's telling me about all this stuff. And then I was like, and I'm listening to it and I agree. You know what I mean? Like, we should take better care of the planet. We should do the stuff to make it right for our kids. Our kids are young. You know what I mean? They're going to have to grow up in this area. But what came out of my mouth was, I don't have time for any of that stuff. I just don't. I don't have time.
Oh my gosh.
And I think he got so mad in the middle of the restaurant. He just goes, "You don't have time for Earth?" Like, that's what he said really loud. And I was like, whoa, easy. Easy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I got accused of not having enough time to protect our planet. I was like, I don't know who our governor is. I don't know that. That's something I should know, right?
Yeah, probably.
But
your phone is ridiculous. Like out of control right now, and I can't focus, and you can't focus. Can we please just turn it off?
No, it's okay. It's fine.
Why can't you just turn it off?
Because I'm using it. I have notes.
You're looking at text messages.
I got notes. See, look, JB, Officer JB. See right there. You don't have time for Earth. I mean, that's on there. Stainless steel straws. That's on there. And then someone yelled at me about Jesus. So this one's pretty funny.
Was it your mom?
No, it wasn't my mom, but that was, I can't fault you for like guessing that it was her. No, it wasn't my mom.
You probably need to be yelled at about Jesus.
Probably. So I'm in a weight loss competition with two guys, and you and I, we're taking it to the extreme.
Extreme.
It's close to being extreme.
No, we have chosen to stick to this diet plan, and we've stuck to it. And I'm not saying I haven't cheated at all, but I mean, we're serious about it.
Right. Well, one thing we really don't eat a lot of, if at all, is fruit.
Yeah.
And that's because in this diet, fruit has a lot of sugar, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm talking to this guy, and I can't remember what the conversation was, but I don't know if he's eating fruit or something like that. And I go, I don't know what was wrong with him at the time. It wasn't me, but I think just what I said set him off. You know what I mean? You ever had that happen? Like, you're not mad at somebody, but then they do something and like you had all this other stuff piled up on you that just kind of.
Yeah, I do that to you all the time.
Right. So,
how dare you tear that lettuce like that, Bob?
I know, that was crazy.
I'm never going to forget that.
So I don't remember what the conversation was exactly, but I go, "Oh, I can't eat the fruit. It's got too much sugar." And he looks at me and goes, "Jesus made fruit," and then just walks out of the room. And I'm sitting here like, what?
Touche.
And I laughed so hard. And I felt bad because he was legitimately upset about something. I have no idea what. I don't know what it couldn't have been fruit and Jesus, but he was upset about something. And I think that comment just kind of pushed it over the edge a little bit, but he wasn't even trying to be funny. He yelled, "Jesus made fruit," and then walked away. Didn't give me a chance to rebuttal. Nothing. You know what I mean? I just stood there.
I mean, what were you going to say?
You're right. Jesus made fruit. I mean, technically, Jesus didn't make the fruit. God made the fruit, and then God made Jesus. So, I mean, I don't know, however you want to look at it. But,
I think that's a debate for a whole different day.
Get your Bible out. Let's talk about Jesus.
Did you say get my mom on the phone?
Your Bible out.
Oh.
Speaking of not being able to hear me, we have this really cool game that we're going to play in a few minutes.
Oh my gosh.
So I saw this on Facebook, and when I was like, oh, I got to order this. It's called...
I'm pretty sad. I just don't want to wake up the kids.
You're probably going to wake up the kids. It's called Hearing Things by Hasbro, I think.
Yeah.
So there's these big headphones, and you put them on and hit go, I guess, like a button on the side, and it just... in your ears, all you hear is people chattering and noises and stuff like that. And you're supposed to look at the other person, and they have a card and they read to you what they're going to say. And you can't hear it. You can't hear it.
You have to try to read their lips.
Right. So I figured
I'm terrible at reading lips.
We'd give that a shot here.
I'm seriously really bad at it.
I wouldn't say you're really bad at it.
I am really bad at it.
But before we jump on that boat, patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show. If you enjoy what you're hearing and you want to hear just a little bit more for maybe not so free, you go to patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show.
It's not free at all.
It's not free. And you can contribute one measly itty bitty teensy weensy $1. $1. And for $1, you get 15 bonus episodes, right? 15.
That is correct.
A video of Katie trying to wink.
Yep.
And then within the next week or two, there's going to be another video teaching everybody how to fold a fitted sheet.
Oh my God.
And we have to do that. You know that, right? It'll probably have to be next weekend because we're going out of town this weekend. But we're going to do that. I've actually had people message me.
Really?
Wanting to know if that video was going up. Yeah. So it's going to go up for sure.
Is there that many people just legitimately curious how to fold a fitted sheet?
It was 2. But I mean, it is what it is. 2 people. And they weren't even patrons. So I'm excited about it. I was like, well, if you want to see it, sign up. Patreon.com/Bob and Katie Show.
Give me all your money.
Speaking of giving us all your money, we released last night that we are going to be selling shirts. And everybody came in just a big way. I just want to say thanks. We got enough orders to process our pre-order, which I'm excited about. More than enough. So it's great. We're going to go ahead and draw it out another week just for anybody else that wants to jump on over the next 7 days. Not even going to be 7 days once you get this. So I would say maybe around, let's get a date here, shall we? The 6th of March. So if you want to pre-order, try to do it before the 6th of March. And this is what you get if you pre-order. You're guaranteed the size shirt you want. Because once the pre-orders are done, that's it. We're going to order some shirts to have on backstock, but we can't necessarily guarantee that we'll have your size. Because we're going to order some of all of them, and once one size sells out, that it is what it is, and we're not going to have any more until we make another order.
And free shipping. We're not going to charge anybody doing the pre-order shipping.
I mean, we are sort of. It's $20 flat for anybody in the United States. But that $20 covers the shipping cost. We're basically not making any money. That's what it comes down to. We want people to have the shirts. We don't have enough people listening to the show to go, oh, we're going to put out shirts and make thousands of dollars. That's not the case at all. So if you're in the United States, it's $20.
That's pretty much over the past couple years, we've had so many people ask
us,
if we're going to do shirts. And we finally
the 16th person asked, and I was like, okay, let's get some. But no, if you're in the United States, it's $20. That's shipping everything right to your door. $20 is not a bad price for a shirt.
No.
I mean, you can go to Walmart and get a shirt for $7.50.
Not as cool as this shirt.
It's got a wolf on it howling at the moon. So I mean, if you want that, go to Walmart. But this shirt, man, is top of the line cotton, 100% black t-shirt that everybody loves with two big old skulls on it that are supposed to be us. First of all, the manly skull. Oh my God, he's handsome. Big old manly skull with glasses and a big thick beard. And then right to the right of that is a beautiful skull with long flowy hair. That's supposed to be Katie. And then with our name right below. It's a pretty kick-ass shirt, if I have to say
It's
so
really
myself.
awesome. I just wish my hair looked that good in real life.
I wish my beard looked that good in real life. So there you go. Email us at thebobandkatieshow@gmail.com if you would like to get one of these. Also, if you pre-order, we are going to put together a super secret podcast episode just for the people that pre-order. Now, here's the thing. Once the pre-orders go in, those are the only people that will ever get to hear this episode. So if you want to hear it, once we get more in and we sell some, you don't get it then. This is just for the pre-orders. Because it's very important to make these pre-orders go good. That's what's going to kick this whole thing off. So there you go. Patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show or email us at thebobandkatieshow@gmail.com. Reserve your shirt today. We have a phone call. Hello.
Hey, man.
Hey.
What's up, Morgan?
Hey, KD.
Hey.
So
Hey.
I was calling you because we were recording and the phone was going bzz, 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 bzz. And I was going to be like, hey, can you stop doing that?
It's a free country, Bob. He can message whoever the heck he wants to, you jerk.
That's right, I can.
Jeez Louise.
It is a free country, and it's free for me to call him this late at night and make fun of him. So
And
I'm
Morgan,
just
this
sitting
is
in a
where
hotel,
you go.
man.
You're
No
not the
big
boss
deal.
of me, Bob. You're not the boss of me.
you're in a hotel. Oh, that's why you don't have your old lady there telling you to shut up and go to sleep.
Ew.
You what?
Ew. I hate it when people go, "Your old lady, your old lady."
You hear that? My old lady's getting upset about me saying old lady.
Stop! I hate that.
Well, I mean, you are older than me. I don't know what you want from me.
Well, Megan's not older than him.
But she's older than somebody.
Oh my god.
You got a point.
I do have a point. So, Morgan, you got a weird fact for us? You're on the phone.
Nothing like putting him on the spot.
Am I being recorded right now?
Oh, yeah, you're definitely on the podcast because you were going bzzz, bzzz, bzzz.
Man, the thing that I was using to get all my facts, like it didn't update the iOS yet. So I'm like in the dark on that shit.
Have you tried Google?
You slacker.
Yeah, Google's telling me right now what's going on. Let's see what super fun, awesome stuff we have.
He's looking for something right now. This is on the fly
That's
stuff
dedication, Morgan.
Let's see.
I'm gonna turn his volume up a little bit. There we go. Mix him in there.
Oh, whoa, this is intense. Okay, so you ready?
We're ready. Hit us.
The reason the taste of artificial banana flavoring and artificial banana flavored products doesn't taste like bananas is because it was based on a type of banana that was wiped out by a plague in the 1950s.
How do they
Oh
know
my gosh.
what that banana tasted like in the 1950s?
Well,
I don't
I'm
know.
sure the banana flavoring was probably invented before the bananas were wiped out.
Well, I mean, as soon as a banana grew, the flavor of bananas was invented. So yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, but artificial banana flavored.
Mhm.
They had to try to replicate it. It was probably replicated.
So not at any point ever did somebody go, well, we don't really have these anymore, so we'll stop making it taste like this.
I got a good one for you, Bob. The mayor of the Alaska town
Oh, I love
Talkeetna.
Alaska.
Talkeetna is called Stubbs and has been mayor of the town since July 1997. Stubbs is a cat.
Are you serious?
Wait. What? There's a mayor that's a cat?
The mayor of the Alaskan town Talkeetna is
There's
called
no way you're
Stubbs.
saying that right.
Talkeetna.
That didn't help
Talkeetna?
anybody.
Talkeetna is called Stubbs and has been mayor of the town since July 1997. Stubbs is a cat.
Do
So
the
not
math.
only-
That's, what is
not
that, 19 years? 21 years? What's the math?
Yeah, that's
21 years.
Yeah, 21
There's been a
years.
cat that's the mayor of this Alaskan town for 21
not
years?
only do they have a cat as a mayor, but he's been mayor for 21 years.
Wait, let's not...
What is this cat's lifespan?
That's a long time for a
How's
cat to be
that
alive.
cat still alive? That's amazing. What are they going to do when that cat finally kicks the bucket? Because, I mean, it can't live that much longer.
I'm running for mayor of that town next. I feel like my chances are good.
Let's go classic then. Viagra, when dissolved in water, can make cut flowers stay erect for up to a week longer than they usually would.
He said erect.
Huh. That's so, I mean, that's good to know.
So how do you get Viagra for the purposes of keeping flowers up?
I don't know, because you have to have a prescription for that, right?
Morgan, do you have a prescription for Viagra?
I do not.
I don't either. Will Extends work? Because according to these commercials that come on late at night, I could just order that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Is there like a subtext down on Google that says Extends would do the same thing?
Negative.
Just go to the doctor and be like,
If eaten in one meal, 30 to 90 grams of polar bear liver is enough to kill a human being.
What? Say it again.
oh my god.
If eaten in one meal, 30 to 90 grams, which is what, that's barely anything. 30 to 90 grams of a polar bear liver is enough to kill a human being.
Who's out there eating polar bear liver?
Probably the Alaskans.
The cat told him to do it.
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder why that is. Huh. I mean, I've never eaten polar bear liver. I don't plan on it.
Oh, this is cool. American College, Massachusetts Institute of Technology deems certain students who take courses in pistol marksmanship, archery, sailing, and fencing as certified pirates.
What? So you can go to college to become a pirate?
You don't have to go to college to become a pirate. I can show you how to become a pirate for free.
But they're certified pirates. They're like the real deal.
Now, so here's the thing. At the job that I work for, we do this thing every now and then called team building, where we take, the group of people that I work with and we go out and do something fun. And the purpose of that is supposed to be to get to know each other better, to have a little bit of fun, and then hopefully you take that back to work and it makes things better. Now we have to plan one coming up soon, and somebody's idea was to go deep sea fishing. And I was like, you know me, Katie. The last time I went fishing, I ended up just pulling the pole in, laying it down, and going to sleep at the bottom of the boat. So that's probably not the best idea for me for team building. And then this other guy, he's got some age on him. He's like, why don't we take one of them casino boats out?
Oh
so his idea was to go like way out, because you have to go in the international waters, right? And everybody gets real excited. And I'm sitting here like, what if pirates come and get us? That's what I said out loud in this meeting. And everybody kind of laughed. And I was like,
you laugh now. Pirates are scavenging.
So at that point, somebody tries to make a joke because I've got a big beard and holds in my ears like, oh, well, you'll fit right in. And I was like, that's right. I will fit right in, because underneath my clothes, I'm going to wear one of them striped shirts and some of them baggy pants. And I'm telling you, as soon as the pirates hit, I'm taking y'all down. I'm like, I'm with the pirates. Like I'm not going down with the people on this boat because y'all wanted to come out here and gamble in the water. Makes no sense to me.
Oh my gosh.
I found one that fits your
he switches subjects so fast. What's that? Go ahead.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's a good pirate story. Listen to this.
This is really wicked, man. So in the 16th century,
that's a long time ago,
common belief amongst people that the mandrake plant grew only where the ejaculated semen of a dead hanged man touched the ground.
He said ejaculated semen.
My gosh.
Wait, what? What?
In the 16th century, it was a common belief amongst people that the mandrake plant grew only where the ejaculated semen of a dead hanged man touched the ground.
Okay, I have questions.
Wow.
Google's your friend.
Who's ejaculating dead men in the 16th century? Like, how is that even, like, how did they come to that conclusion? No pun intended.
Oh my god. Wow. I mean, there had to be something that made them think that. Something. That's pretty wild.
I wish I had like a big bong noise to make, because that one's kind of intense. So
it is intense.
Wow.
Okay, Morgan, we're gonna get off here with you. Thank you for all of your fun facts.
Thank you, Morgan.
And,
later, man.
I'm sorry that you're all alone in your hotel room, and I'm telling you to stop making noises on the phone.
All by myself.
Who sings that song?
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion. There you go, man. Google Celine Dion's All By Myself. You have fun.
Later, man.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how long it takes for the text messages to go off again.
You're so mean.
I am mean. I'm just having fun.
Pew, pew, pew. So, I've taught the kids to, pew, 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 pew. Fit they finger shoot and they go pew, pew, pew. Riley got mad the other day and he said, Reagan, I'm going to pew, pew you with my pew, pew finger.
Oh my gosh.
And I about died.
Why do you teach our kids stuff like that?
It started a long time ago. When Riley was like a year old and he would point at things with his index finger, but his thumb would be up too. So it would be making like a finger gun. And I know I've talked about this on the podcast before, back when it actually was going on. But yeah, he would point at things like this. And, me being the weirdo, I taught him how to go pew pew and bang bang.
Bang bang.
Yeah.
Bang bang. We have a voicemail.
Do we?
We do. And I haven't listened to it yet. So.
Hey guys, it's Rebecca. I'm just calling to leave you my inaugural voicemail. I was listening to your podcast. You were talking about how your kids talk about Sunday because the sun is out and it's a way for you to understand how they're thinking. And I thought about a story from my friend's kid. We were sitting around watching some UFC and there were two guys fighting. There was a white guy and a black guy. And he was telling us how much he wanted the white guy to win. And we were like, wow, this is kind of deep, racial kind of stuff. So we kind of, posed some questions, and turns out that he was actually referring to the black guy because the white guy was wearing black shorts and the black guy was wearing white shorts.
You didn't even see the skin color.
Kind of this explosion in our minds of he doesn't see color because he's a kid, and we need to be more like him. And we just thought that was a really awesome scenario, so I thought I'd call and let you guys know about that. Anyways, I love the show today, and I always look forward to seeing your podcast on my Apple. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Oh, thank you for the voicemail.
Our podcast shows up in her Apple.
Oh, that's so cool. I mean, just the insights on how kids think.
Yeah, it's wild.
You don't realize until you slow down and you really pay close attention that kids, they don't think the way that we do. You
know what I'm scared of? So our kids, they don't have a ton of interaction with the outside world. I mean, we go out places, we have family. But I mean, when they look at us, we're normal. You know what I mean? And we're covered in tattoos and stuff like this. They're normal. Well, one day they're going to realize that we're maybe not so normal. And I'm scared they're going to look at me and they're going to Daddy, why are you so fat? That's coming. That's going to happen.
I've been waiting for that because, it's no secret that both you and I, we're overweight people, and our kids, I don't think they don't realize that. Because like you said, we're their normal.
Right.
And the other day.
It happened, didn't it?
Sort of. One of them, I think it was Riley. I'm pretty sure it was Riley, came up to me and I was standing in his way, whatever he was trying to do. I can't remember. And, he came up and he smacked my butt and he said, Mommy, move your big old butt.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh, no, he did not. I was like, he knows my butt's big. He's realized.
I don't know. It's coming. It's happening.
It made me sad.
And they're going to start school soon, and the school's probably going to be filled with skinny people that are healthy.
Darn those skinny, healthy people. Jeez Louise, Bob. No, I just, I'm scared, our kids are going to get older, especially, teenage years. And then you're like, Mom, Dad, you're so embarrassing. Why can't you just be normal? Because that's not going to happen. We're just not normal people. And it's just not going to happen. I look forward to embarrassing my kids, though. It's I feel like that's the world's way of balancing. Because when your kids are little, they embarrass you. They embarrass you out in public and, things like that. And so once they start to get older, you can embarrass them. And it's like karma.
Huh?
It's just bringing balance to the universe. And I'm I feel like we owe it to our kids to embarrass them.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Don't you believe it?
Oh, I can't wait.
Believe it.
I can't wait to embarrass them in front of their friends. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's sad how much I look forward to it. I'm oh, just you wait.
Speaking of being overweight, Something happened this week that really threw me off a little bit. Anybody on Twitter or social media or that looks at the news at all has probably seen this, but Kevin Smith, which is the writer, director of Clerks and a whole bunch of other movies, Dogma, Tusk, he's the king of podcasting. That's all there is to it. He is the podcasting king. He is it. He does live podcasting at like clubs and stuff. And he had a night where he had 2 shows, and after the first one, he got real sick, ended up being on the couch, and then they had to call the ambulance, and it turns out he had a massive heart attack. And like, it really got to me. Not too long ago, there was a comedian, his name was John Panay. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
John Panay was a super talented comedian, man. He was so good. He played on Broadway. He could sing. He could make people laugh. He brought joy to the world, but he was extremely overweight. And he ended up passing away.
Ralphie May was another one.
Ralphie May. Amazing.
Didn't he have a heart attack too?
Yeah. Amazing, funny guy, man. Amazing, funny guy.
He was young.
Another large individual. And then, this happened to Kevin Smith. And here's the thing about, and obviously he didn't die. Kevin Smith did not die. He made it. He survived. His life is going to change, I'm assuming, through all of this. But like what got to me was, firstly, I probably felt it was a lot closer than I should have just because I probably listened to him talk every single day. Like with all the different podcasts that I listen to straight out of his network. So I mean, like I hear him at least once every other day. I listen to him talk. And it's kind of like watching a TV show. If you watch a TV show every day, a part of your mind gets really invested. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like to him, he has no idea who I am.
Like when we were watching How I Met Your Mother, I felt like they were my friends.
Right.
I was like, I could really be friends with these people.
So,
that's really sad.
Kobe, what's her name in that show? Robin. So I was in a movie with Robin, or her name's Kobe. I was in a movie with her, Safe Haven, and we ate lunch together. So she came up to me because I ended up having to sit where I was an extra in the movie. I wasn't anything good at all, but there were so many extras that they had to move some of us into the important area. And then we were instructed not to talk to anybody. But she came up to me and she was like, hey, you know who I am? And I was like, oh, not really, which I lied because I didn't want to like freak her out. But and yeah, the same thing. To your point, she sat down with me. We had lunch, and in the back of my mind, I was like, oh my God, it's Robin. Because I was invested, and I'm invested that same way into Kevin Smith stuff. Now, this is it. This dude has such a big heart, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, if you hear the things that he does on a daily basis, the way he helps people out, in his shows, in the middle of a show, he'll let people come up and like take pictures with him and sign autographs. And when he goes out in public, he will actually go, I guess you get to that point in that kind of fame when you kind of look at somebody and go, they want to meet you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he goes out of his way and go, hey, do you want to come take a picture with me? Like he offers that.
Yeah.
And it makes things easier.
Like to me, I'm like, why would you not? Why would you not? I imagine if I were a famous person, I would be the same way. Like, I don't understand. Why would you not?
So it really hit home for me because this guy, I mean, sure, maybe he's got something weird in his secret life that we don't know about, but I don't think he does. He's so out there. He's so honest. Like everything that he does for his family, for his friends, for his fans. I mean, like it's insane. And you know what he was doing the night that he had a heart attack? He was on stage making people laugh. Mm-hmm. He was bringing joy to people. It freaks me out, man.
Why does it freak you out?
Because they're taking all the fat people out.
Oh my God.
Like at what point am I like, I'm next? And here's the other thing. This dude's lost almost 100 pounds. He's like healthy now. And he was talking in this Facebook Live video and he was like, the doctor was like, yeah, it's good that you're healthy, but the problem is this happened before you got healthy.
Yeah.
Like all this stuff was a buildup in your arteries from years and years and years of being unhealthy. And it kind of freaks me out because I'm like, I'm 32 now and I've had years and years and years of being unhealthy. I just don't want to go out that way, I mean, he didn't go out, but I mean, like, it's just, he's got a big heart and he's an extremely nice guy. And I've got a big heart, but I walk around angry a whole lot. So like, I'm kind of like, man, I feel like my chances might be a little worse than him.
I don't want to talk about that, please. I need you to stick around for a little while.
Yeah, you need help. Good Lord, you need all the help you can get.
Well, I mean, that's not like the only reason I want you to stick around, but yeah, there's definitely that.
But, I mean, another thing he did, the movie Clerks, which is what set his career off. So good, that movie. It was a Weinstein movie. Is it Weinstein or Weinstein? The Harvey guy that got all gropey and touchy and rapey and stuff. He will no longer accept any royalties from that movie. Every dime that he gets back from that movie, he donates to this women's like coming up in film. I don't know what it's called, but like he donates that money to up and coming women in film.
Oh, that's really awesome.
I mean, like this dude is a hero. He is. But, anyways, what a good guy. And now the only thing is that he is very foul, his mouth, but it's like comedy. You know what I mean? It's not like he's like a jerk. And one of my favorite quotes that I've ever heard him say was from the show Comic Book Men. And they always end the show with him saying something kind of cool. But, they ended an episode one time and it really stuck with me. And it was, how did it go? You don't have to have superpowers to be a Superman or a Wonder Woman. You just have to not be a dick.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was like, wow, that's how we all need to live, man. Like, it would be so much better if we had the same outlook that Rebecca's friend's kid has, that we don't really see the color, that we just see people,
Just don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
Like, if we could all live by that, yeah.
So, anyways, that's it. I'm done with that. It was something that happened this week that really touched home for me. You want to play this game now?
Sure.
Do you want to go first?
What do you mean? You want me to wear the headphones first?
Yeah, so I'm kind of nervous because it is really loud, and I'm wondering how much feedback we're going to get into the mics from it. But we'll give it a shot, shall we? So you take the headphones.
Okay.
And we're not going to, like, play the game. We're just going to have fun.
So, where's the... I guess just tell me...
Tell you what, you can speak to the mic.
Just tell me when to hit the button. These headphones don't, like, conform to your head very well.
You hit the button anytime you want. Okay, so here's the deal. She's going to hit the button, and I'm going to read her...
oh my gosh, it's loud.
It is loud. I'm going to read her... Not yet. Just calm down. I'm going to read her cards, sayings off the cards, and then she has to guess what it is. And she's going to have to read my lips. So here we go. Are you ready? All right. Who wants another slice? So now you...
One more time.
Who wants another slice?
You are $100.
No. Who wants another slice?
Do it one more time.
Who wants another slice?
You are another science.
Okay. That is not right. Who wants another slice? Oh, time's up. That was a good shot. It was who wants another slice? Do you want to go again?
I was so far off.
Let's go one more time.
Was I talking really loud?
Oh yeah, it was extremely loud. The kids are probably waking up and screaming.
It's so loud in your ears.
Let's do another one. Put them back on. You ready? Here we go. Getting dirty making mud pies.
Eating jerky makes moon pies.
No. Getting dirty making mud pies.
Eating jerky makes my mouth hurt.
What? No. Getting dirty making mud pies.
Getting dirty makes me smile.
Nasty. Getting dirty making mud pies.
Getting dirty? Is that part right? Getting dirty.
She's talking so loud. You still got one guess. Go ahead, guess it.
But getting dirty was right.
Mm-hmm.
Getting dirty.
Say getting dirty one more time.
I don't know.
Getting dirty making mud pies.
Oh.
Okay. Do you want me to go?
Yeah.
Here you go. You take the cards.
Give me those. Doing like a specific color?
I was just reading the green ones. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. Do you press this button right here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Can you see my mouth?
Yes. Wait, I can't turn it on. Okay, there we go.
A school of fish just swam by.
It was that long? A trolling of fish went walking down a path.
A school of fish just swam by.
A school of fish just swam by.
Wow, you got it. Yeah,
another
that's
card.
right.
Come on, give me another card.
Can we take a selfie?
Harry Potter drinks coffee?
Can we take a selfie?
I really like coffee.
I do, but no, that's not. Can we take a selfie?
Harry Potter took a selfie?
It's not Harry Potter. Can we take a selfie?
Can we take a selfie?
Yes, you're on a roll. What's going on this weekend?
What's going on this weekend?
Wow, you got 3 of them.
Yeah?
You're way better at this game than I am.
Boom! Do we get to go again?
Yeah.
You went twice, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it again. Let's go again. Okay, and go.
My grandmother spoils me rotten.
My grandmother's toes are rotten?
That's close. My grandmother spoils me rotten. You turn your head to the side like a dog.
My grandmother spoiled my meat?
Spoils me rotten. My grandmother spoils me rotten.
My grandmother spoiled meat sucks? I don't... Say it again?
My grandmother spoils me rotten.
My grandmother spoils me rotten.
Yes. That chili is so spicy.
That shit's real spicy?
That chili is so spicy.
That shit is really spicy?
That's what you just said.
What were you saying?
That chili is so spicy.
Oh. Okay. All right. That was fun.
That was really fun. Yeah.
All right. So we got one more thing. As long as I didn't forget anything. Let's see here. Where are we at?
I feel like anytime I ever have a cold or like am stuffy at all, that's when we end up podcasting. I'm just like so stuffy. Oh my god! Oh, is that person cutting their feet?
Calm down. So,
that person is cutting their feet.
The video hasn't even started yet. This is a video sent to us by Jonathan. And he said that he thought this would be a very a good video for us to comment on.
What is that guy cutting off of his feet?
So I'm gonna hit play.
Like he's not even cutting his toenails. Like you're like the side of his foot, and he has a knife.
Let me hit play.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I don't know what that is.
Is that his skin?
It looks like his foot.
He's like, oh my god! He's like slicing his skin off.
It looks like a potato, right? It looks like
it's like he's peeling a potato. Is his dry skin that bad? I wish I knew what the guy was saying.
I don't know. I figured I should turn this down because it might not be appropriate. We're gonna get flagged or something. All right, we turn the volume down. So this guy has a kitchen knife, and he is cutting huge chunks.
Look at the bottom of his foot.
This is the most disgusting thing. Oh, there's like a hole in his heel. It's rotted out too.
I'm gonna throw up.
Oh, you think you're gonna throw? Oh my God! You think you're gonna throw up now? Just wait to the end of the video. What is that?
Is that that's his skin?
That is his skin for sure.
Does he not wear shoes?
I don't know.
I mean, because they're not speaking English. I don't know where this is at. Oh my god, that dog is eating his skin. Oh my god. Somebody get that dog. Oh my god. I am going to vomit.
That's what I was waiting for. Oh my god, it's disgusting.
Don't let the dog eat it.
This is the nastiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
He's skin off of his feet, and then the dog is coming up eating it.
Oh, he just pulled it off. He pulled the skin off of his foot. Can you when you get that little thing off of the cuticle of your toenail or like your fingernail and you try to pull it. Could you? Oh my God. Look, he's going at the top towards the big toes. Look at that. Look at that. It's, oh my God. The dog's just eating it up.
Oh.
Are you okay? You want me to stop it?
How much longer is this? This poor man needs a pedicure or something awful.
That dog's just, he's tearing it up. Oh, it's foot potato. This is
like,
gotta be the...
What do you do that makes your feet look like that?
I don't know. Look at his hands. So that was sent in by Jonathan. Thank you very much, Jonathan, for this wonderful, wonderful video you've sent us today.
My stomach feels queasy. That poor dog. Why would you just let the dog eat it? It's bad enough that he's having to cut his skin off of his foot. Don't let the dog eat it.
Okay, last thing we got to do before we... Stop looking at that. Here, let me pull up. There we go. Is that better?
I'm like, I can't stop looking at it.
The last thing we're going to do before we end the show is we're going to talk about some music that we're featuring this episode. When Tim and I went to New York, he introduced me to this guy, and his name was Lewis. And I think we might have talked about him on that episode where we discussed going to New York.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, I started talking, I was yawning.
Does he bore you that much?
No,
all I did was say his name.
Him.
Let me tell you what, this is probably one of the most wild people I've ever met
and
in my life.
He has twins.
He does.
His twins are around the same age as
Yep.
our kids, right?
Yeah, so, I get it. I get why he's so crazy.
Twin dad.
Yeah, twin dad.
Yeah.
So he sang for a band called Gasoline Heart, and Tim is a huge fan of Gasoline Heart. And he just posted a couple of songs, and I don't know, because nobody knows anything. I'm not getting any information. But like when you're in a band, you don't play for a while, and all of a sudden you start posting songs, and like he's got some fame to him. Like this dude knows everybody. It's crazy. Something's fixing to happen. You know what I mean? Like maybe they're going to go on tour or something like that. But go check out Gasoline Heart. And
well, so the videos, the songs he's posted, is it Gasoline Heart, or is it just him by himself?
It's just him singing, but he'll end up singing those songs, I would imagine, in Gasoline Heart. But his name is Lewis, and I don't even know how to pronounce his last name, because when I met him, I didn't ask him what his last name was. But I think it's Di Fabrizio. Does that look right to you, Di Fabrizio?
It looks right to me.
Lewis, you're more than welcome to call in or message me and say, "Hey, jerk, you got my name wrong." But his name's Lewis. I'm going to throw up the big four fingers to him. That's just for him personally. He'll know what I'm talking about. But this guy is extremely talented, extremely nice, but at the same time, he's a mover and a shaker. When we were in New York together, he literally looked at me and he goes, "It's more rude to be polite than it is to be rude." And he just started busting through people in like a crowded place, because that's how you have to live there. You know what I mean? Like,
I couldn't live there.
When I go to a crowded place, like I'll hold the door open for somebody. Not this dude. He's going, because I guess the thing is if you waste a lot of time trying to be nice, everybody gets stuck in there, and that's the way he lives. And super nice guy, man. He's incredible. He's got a lot of stories. I'd love to have him on the show sometime. But anyway, stick around. We're going to play a song from Louis Di Fabrizio, and go to Facebook, search Gasoline Heart. Probably one of his most famous songs. I don't know the name of it. He had one of those songs on that got real big on Jersey Shore. Remember when that show was out?
Yeah.
But super, super talented guy. So hang out and listen to that. Do you have anything else?
I don't think so.
Is that it? Is that all of it?
I guess.
What a week, man. What a week. Go out there. Stop looking at people's skin. Stop judging people. Stop being a jerk. Find a way to just be happy. Find your laugh.
Find your happy.
Tear it down. wrong, but darling, life ain't that long. If I could be new, I would be new. Fuck me, fuck us, fuck you. Make a mess, make a choice. Who cares if you're a girl now or boy? Because when it's all over and you're underground, it's not the love that you lost, it's all the love that you found. The moon, the stars, the sun, this world ain't for everyone. Yeah, the moon, the stars, the sun, this world ain't for everyone. Because when it's all over and you're underground, it's not the love that you lost, it's all the love that you found. Because when it's all over and you're underground, it's not the love that you lost, it's all the love that you found.
This has been a Cabcast Studios production. For more episodes and information, visit cabcaststudios.com.